Hi, this is Casey. And if you want to get the attention of book buyers, sometimes it's a really good idea to agitate them, but in a good way. And here's what I mean. Chances are the book you've written helps your readers either satisfy a need or meet a desire or overcome a challenge or satisfy or quench a thirst of some kind. And what you want to do when you write marketing copy is identify that need or challenge that your book is going to help people meet or overcome. And you want to not only identify what that is, but you want to kind of agitate it a little bit or amplify it. In copywriting, we call this agitating the need. And it's a really great skill to have when you're writing book marketing copy. And in this training video, I'm going to teach you how to do that. And to do that, I'm going to go to my example board here. So let me share my screen with you. Here we go. And we're going to call this video Why It's Good to Agitate Book Buyers. And again, when you write book marketing copy, whether you're writing back cover copy, whether you're writing sales page copy or e-blast copy, you want to talk about your readers first. You want to avoid the temptation to just start talking what your book, talking about what your book is about or writing what your book is about. You want to connect with your reader first. And a great way to do that is to immediately start talking about the need that your book helps people meet, or the desire it helps them meet, or the challenge it helps them overcome, or the thirst that it helps them quench. If you start talking about your readers first and the need or challenge that they have, you're going to pull them over to your side. They're going to be willing to listen to you a little bit, for at least for a few lines of copy, because you're talking about them instead of yourself. So when you talk about the need your writer has or the challenge that they need to overcome, it shows your readers that you get them, you understand the position they're in. And they're going to be patient with you, not only be patient with you, but they're going to like you more. And they're going to want to, they're going to say something to themselves like, hey, this author gets me. They know the challenge I have or the thirst I have. Maybe their book will help me meet that need or satisfy that desire. So that's why you want to talk about your readers first. And what you want to do is kind of agitate that need or desire. We're going to get into how to do that. I'm going to give you some examples. Say, for example, you've written a book on home security, home security systems, because we all have basic needs like the need for good health, financial security, a stable home security, good health, healthy meals. So again, if you've written a book about how to pick a home security system or how to set one up, you're helping people meet a need they have for safety and security. So you might want to start your book marketing copy with a line that says, your home is your castle. It's your most important asset, and it's where you want your family to feel safe and secure. So picking out a home security system is one of the most important things you could do. So you're talking right away about the need that your audience has. And if you do that, your audience might respond by thinking, hey, okay, this person understands what I need. I'll keep listening to them. And when you do that, what you've done is engage your audience and they're willing to read more about your book. You can do this in 1 or 2 lines. Let's say for your back cover copy. For a website sales page, you might take a paragraph or so to, really talk about the need that your reader has. Desires. A lot of times books are written to help people satisfy our desire, maybe a desire for more freedom or less weight, more fulfillment, or less stress. So maybe you've written a book about how to take the stress out of the day-to-day grind, so you can begin your book marketing copy talking about like, there's never enough hours in the day. You've probably experienced weeks where it seems like the days just flew by and you had very little time to be yourself, or spend the time with your family that you wanted to. Right away, you're talking about your reader first and the desire they have, or a challenge that they have. So they're gonna pause for a moment and go, hey, the author knows exactly what I'm going through, and they're gonna stick with you for a little bit. You've grabbed them enough to make them want to read more. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple more examples here in just a moment, but first, love making these videos for you, but I also want to tell you, you can get more free stuff from me, specifically here, my ebook, 7 Must-Know Copywriting Secrets That Sell More Books. It's loaded with a lot of tips and information that's going to help you write strong, engaging book marketing copy. You can get your hands on it by going to caseydemchak.com/secrets, or you can just pop on down to the description of this YouTube video. I got a link there you can click. It'll take you right to a page where you can download my free ebook. I think you'll like it. It's loaded with a lot of tips that's going to really help you write better book marketing copy. Okay, back to the art of agitation, as I like to call it. Maybe you've written a book that helps your audience overcome a challenge, like starting and growing a business or losing weight and getting fit. Um, Maybe it helps them meet the challenge of better time management, so they have more free time. But let's go with the example of starting and growing a business. You might start your book marketing copy with a line or two that says something along the lines of, starting a business is difficult. You do it so that you have more free time and you can enjoy your life more and plan your vacations and live on your schedule. But what you quickly find is that you're working long hours, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's, you just kind of describe the challenge that your audience is going through. If you do that, you talk about them first and what they're experiencing, what they're going through, they're going to think, okay, the author understands me. They get me. They know what I'm going through. And that's going to engage them enough to keep reading on about your book. Another example, thirst. This is a big one, especially with novels. You might be thinking, hey, I've written a novel. What does that have to do with challenges or thirst? I mean, challenges or desires or, needs. And, maybe it doesn't. But maybe you've written a romance novel or an adventure book. People who read romance novels tend to read a lot of them because they have kind of an emotional thirst. They want to be taken away to a more innocent time, when we were younger and we experienced our first love, something like that. People who read Stephen King books, they want to be scared. They're not in search of the perfect scary story plot. They want to be scared. That's the emotion that they want to have stirred up. So they have kind of a thirst for that. People who read action books, military thrillers, they have a thirst to read about action, to go behind the scenes, to be pulled into the battle, that kind of thing. So if your book is written to kind of help quench a thirst that somebody has, talk about that thirst right up front in your book marketing copy. Again, you're not talking about yourself or your book, you're talking about the reader first. And that's how you get people's attention, is to talk about them first. Okay, so how much should you agitate a need or a desire or a challenge? That's up to you. I think we've all, kind of my rule of thumb is, if I'm stirring up a positive emotion, I'll agitate it a little more, like the romance novel. I'm going to take you away to a time when life was more simple and you experienced your first love and you were with someone that you couldn't bear to be away from for more than a few hours. I'll stir that emotion up more than a negative emotion like, gee, are you tired of always being 5 pounds overweight? Does it bother you that you can't wear the clothes you really want? Does going to the beach seem like something you'd like to do, but you don't want to do because you got to wear a bathing suit? That's kind of a negative thing. So I don't like to stir that up and agitate it too much, but it is strictly up to you. The important thing to recognize is that you want to start talking about that need, desire, challenge, or thirst that your audience has, and kind of stir it up a little bit, agitate it. And to what extent you do that is going to be up to you. But the important thing is to learn the art of agitation and apply it to your book marketing copy. Again, what you want to do is talk about your readers first when you're at your marketing copy. The tips I've given you are a great way to do it. So I hope you have found this tip helpful. The art of agitation is a great copywriting technique. Once you kind of play with it and practice with it a little bit, you're going to find it's a great way to engage your audience right off the top, whether you're writing back cover copy, Amazon descriptions, website sales copy, e-blast, or any other marketing piece for your book. So I hope this has been helpful. I've got other videos here on my YouTube page that are going to help you out. So I invite you to check them out, watch them, soak up all the information in them, and then take a lot of action and make things happen.